counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5.
It's time for high school sports, right here on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast is brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, and Chelan Douglas Casa. And now let's get ready for high school sports. It starts now on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel.
Good afternoon. It's only been 367 days since we last broadcast high school sports here on the NCWLIFE Channel, and we're happy to be back. And for the first time ever, we're poolside. I'm wearing white, John Brangwin, because I know it's not May 1st yet. It's not summertime. But anytime you're around the pool, it's summertime, right?
Yeah, but in that get-up, that you might get confused as one of the officials. They're wearing the exact same colors.
We don't want that, because I know very little about the whole swim and dive opportunity. That's why we've got John Brangwin here, who's a former official, a longtime swim dad. And John, tell us what we can expect here today.
Well, it's going to be interesting. You know, these girls should have had this season in the fall. We're going to see how their dry land workouts went. They're on limited pool time. It's a jamboree format, so each swimmer is going to get to swim all of the strokes and a relay. Wenatchee versus Eastmont. Moses Lake's here too. Should be a fantastic swim meet this afternoon.
Absolutely. You've got Wenatchee Moses Lake, one of the top tier teams as far as the state is concerned in 4A swimming. Speaking of state, it's been since, what, early November of 2019 that the last state swim meet for girls took place here in the state of Washington.
Yep, that was the last time they competitively swam. Eastmont had a team there. Wenatchee had a team there. Eastmont's loaded with seniors that are excellent swimmers. This will be a great year for them. They'll have a fall down next year probably. Same with Wenatchee, lots of great seniors. New head coach for Wenatchee. We'll see how the girls respond to that, but it should be great. Nice to have NCWLIFE here to broadcast, trying something new with broadcasting swimming.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, we haven't done it in over a year, so let's do something completely different on our first time out. We're here at the Eastmont Aquatic Center getting ready for Moses Lake, for Wenatchee and Eastmont here today, kind of a double duel, if you will, on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be back with more right after this.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st. By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Chelan Douglas Casa is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
And we're back just in time for a moment of silence for a great man, let alone a great swim coach. The man who was ahead of the Wenatchee program for so many years, James Elwin, passing away of cancer here last year. And what a devastating blow to the swim community, John Brangwin, not just for the Wenatchee program.
Yeah, absolutely. James was just a great guy, named Coach of the Year. He was head of the statewide Coaches Association. I think we're going to do a national anthem here.
Okay, we've got that underway as we have 3 groups of swimmers here gathered for the festivities.
That's Eastmont swimmer Olga Murillo. Murillo, excuse me.
Yeah, and Olga was part of the top 10.
Top 10, Miss Congeniality for Apple Blossom. I think she's the only swimmer to make top 10. So that's pretty neat.
I came out here the other day to do some recon for our broadcast here today, and Olga saw me, and she had this, well, she had a mask on, but I could tell she was smiling because I don't think Olga has any other look on her face other than that wonderful smile that she has. And I could tell she wanted to come over and hug me, but, you know, social distancing, we can't be doing that.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, socially distanced, that means no fans, no parents, just swimmers here today. So we're glad to be able to bring you this broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Also streaming on the web, we're streaming on Facebook, and through a link with the NFHS network, we're providing the feed for this as well. So
that's great.
Wherever you might be, thank you for tuning in here this afternoon. And John, kind of give us a rundown on how this is going to work today. You're going to see, for anybody that's familiar with high school swimming, you're going to see some familiar things as far as the events are concerned, but there's a few we're missing today, right?
Yeah, so ordinarily high school swimming, we will have 12 events. This is what we call a pentathlon or a jamboree style pentathlon. So we're just going to have 50-yard swims of the 4 disciplines of stroke and then relays. And so there'll be quick swims because there's no 200, no 500, and should be a fun format for the fans to watch.
So we've got, according to the rundown I've got, the 200 medley is first. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, and then the 50 freestyle, 50 breaststroke, and then we'll break and do the diving, which should be fun. We've got 16 entrants into the diving for the 1 meter diving today. The backstroke, 50 backstroke, 50 butterfly, and then we'll wrap things up with the 200 freestyle relay. And that's always fun when you get some fast swimmers in the pool.
Yep, it's a great rundown. And this actually gives the athletes a few more swims. Ordinarily, they'd only get to swim 2 individual events and 2 relays. This time they get to swim all 4 of the stroke disciplines.
Well, that's fantastic. Our broadcast today here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is #1. Stop by today. Also by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, great service with a personal touch. That's their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today. Now, I was a swim parent, you were a swim parent, but you took it to the next level of doing timing, and then you worked your way up to being a referee.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be a swim parent, you're going to get asked to volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
Probably true with any sport, but I started out, and we see them today behind the blocks. There's 2 timers for every lane. They're going to time the swimmers, start their walks at the flash. There'll be a tone too, but your eye's quicker than your ear is, so they'll start it on the flash and then stop it. And then I became trained for being an official, and you started out as a stroke and turn official. I eventually became a starter and then a meet referee.
So, John, the one question as a parent, I was always confused as to what the heck was going on and how the swimmers keep track. I know in club swimming, they write things down on their arm or they write it down on their leg. I don't see any writing on arms here today. These ladies seem to know when they're going to swim today.
I'm a little surprised that we wouldn't see some. Actually, there's a young lady below us that's got her Sharpie out. So, you say, they usually write on their arm. Although this is enough, and there's enough teammates here, they'll probably remind them, get them there.
This is exciting because, as we mentioned in our pregame, that there hasn't been any swimming. There hasn't been anything going on for these high school athletes for a long, long time. And for the swimmers, especially for the ladies, it's been since the fall of 2019 that they've had any competitive swimming at all. And so 296 gathered here today, and Darcy Brugman, the head coach for Eastmont, was telling me some of these girls haven't even been in the pool yet, so this will be their first time.
Yeah, they've done dry land. They've, like all of us, we've had to adapt with COVID and do things differently. I would say these girls, no matter how fast they swim today, I don't think we'll see any records broken today. They're happy for a salvage season, right? They got to save something and have a season. So the way we're swimming the meet today is we're going to swim every kid gets to swim. Another great thing about swimming. And we'll swim the slowest girls first, and then our last heat will be the fastest girls. And so right now what you're seeing is a little bit of chaos because the girls don't quite know where they're supposed to be, but it looks like we're going to get a race started right now. This is going to be the women's 200-yard medley relay, and this is our first heat.
Okay, so they'll start down to our left here at Eastmont Aquatic Center, and we're underway. Now, John, explain for those that are watching on TV right now, the lanes are numbered 1 through 6, so they're out in the middle. That's the better place to be, right?
Yeah, the way each race is seated, the fastest swimmer is going to be in lane 3, and then it works out from there.
So we've got a Cashmere swimmer, and we didn't mention Cashmere, but I see a Cashmere person involved in the swim meet here today, and that's good to get, the programs in high schools that don't have a swim team necessarily to give them a chance to come and compete as well.
Yeah, Cashmere and also Quincy, when Quincy has swimmers, they co-op with Eastmont. So Coach Darcy Brugman, she's the coach of Cashmere and also the coach of Quincy. Quincy isn't fielding a girls team, but they'll have a boys team for sure. And they compete at the 2A level, both in swimming, both Cashmere and Quincy.
So it was Kylie Adams who started things off for Cashmere in lane 3, and she has now handed things off virtually, if you will, to Maddie Gunderson, who is doing the next stroke. And that's something we should describe about the medley, is that you got 4 on the relay team. They're each going to do a different swim, right?
That's correct. Yeah, so we start out with backstroke, and the reason they do that is because it would be impossible to dive in and be on your back, so that has to start in the water. So on the medley, it's back, then breaststroke, then butterfly, and then freestyle.
The breaststroke's got to be the hardest one out there.
I would say most people think that butterfly, the stroke you're seeing right now, would be the most taxing physically.
Yes, butterfly, yeah, absolutely. My daughter was a butterflyer because she had large shoulders, large trapezoids as well. So Kashmir kind of running away with this right now. It is Ellie Seidensticker, and I apologize if I got that wrong, who's in this port of the relay. And now she will touch the wall, and then Peyton Dunning will head into the pool. Meanwhile, in lane 4, you have Eastmont on both lane 2 and lane 4, and Matea Davis just touched the wall, and now we're to the free part of this medley as Claire Downs will take over, the junior for Eastmont.
And these girls are in competition with the first heat. Their times will count. So if we had kind of a fluke and one of these relay teams went super fast, if they get the fastest time, they will win the event, even though they didn't swim in the fastest heat.
So we talked about this before we went on the air. As far as the head-to-head competition in Moses Lake and Wenatchee and Eastmont and team scores, are we keeping track of that today, even though this is kind of a jamboree format?
We are keeping track of that, and it's all teams against all teams. So we'll have a first, second, and third place. Ordinarily, when we do high school swimming, it's kind of one team versus the other team. But in this case, they're all swimming against each other.
So finally, Hannah Van Buskirk touches the wall for Eastmont, and that will end this particular heat of the 3 heats we have scheduled, if I'm looking at it right.
You got it.
For the 200 medley relay. You know, I always find it interesting that we're combining measurements in swimming, where we have yards, but then when it comes to the diving board, it's a 1 meter board. I can't
explain it. And in the summer, they swim in a 50-meter pool. So,
right. And this is, how long is this pool?
25 yards.
25 yards, okay. So our next heat is going to be full of swimmers in the pool here. In lane 1, you've got Eastmont. In lane 2, Moses Lake. Also Moses Lake in lane 3. Wenatchee in lane 4. A Moses Lake team in lane 5. And Eastmont in lane 6. And I appreciate the fact that they wear the headgear that is
the colored cap.
Color for the team. And actually over here in lane 1, we've got a early lead for Eastmont here. And that's Skylar Harrisek. And again, John's going to catch me on pronunciations if I completely butcher things. Also, John, I always found it interesting going to swim meets, and I would be guilty of it, and I'm sure you were too, of screaming really hard for your kid in the pool, even though they can't hear you.
My daughter Marie told me that she could never, ever hear what I was yelling. And I would, before I was an official, I would yell a lot. Once you're an official, you kind of have to just yell inside your head.
So now lane 3, Moses Lake taking the lead here. And this swimmer for Moses Lake is Macy Leatherback, who is a senior.
I've still got lane 1 in the lead.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. I honestly didn't even see the exchange there. So, yeah, you're good. That is Caitlin Harrisek. So we got the sisters starting things off here for Eastmont in lane 1 with about a 10-yard lead in front of Moses Lake right now.
This is Kelly Tucker that just went in. Her older sister, Brooke Tucker, was a big-time swimmer, swam at state for Eastmont.
Also, Hayden Leader, a junior from Moses Lake, currently in 2nd place now, although here comes Eastmont over in lane 6 doing well. That's Olivia Knott, who's made up ground. In fact, has moved into 2nd place for Eastmont in lane 6. So we got Eastmont 1-2 right now. As in lane 1, they touch the wall, and here comes Katie Neff, the sophomore, in the final leg. But watch out in lane 6, paddling strongly, is Faith Larson, junior for Eastmont. This is going to be close, John.
It's going to be head-to-head for sure. Now, we're going to have to wait for the official results because I saw several official arms up, which means there's a potential disqualification.
And that's somebody coming off the board before they touch the wall?
Doing the stroke incorrectly, coming out, early takeoff, could be any number of things. So it looks like lane 6 will take first in this heat, followed by lane 1, Eastmont.
So Eastmont 1st and 2nd, at least right now, as it would seem.
For this heat.
For this heat, anyway. And again, timing, we'll get those unofficial coming up a little bit later on. John's plugged into unofficial timing on his phone, and we've got hopefully some runners going to help bring some times up to the table where we're broadcasting. Coming to you live from the Eastmont Aquatic Center, our broadcast here this afternoon is brought to you in part by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy your day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your tee time or plan a party in one of their simulator rooms. You don't have to be a member to dine in style. Give Highlander a call today.
All right, so this is our top heat. This is the fastest seated swimmers.
Let's get the starters here for you on the first part of the 200-yard medley relay. In lane 1 for Wenatchee, Abigail Roche. In lane 2 for Eastmont, it'll be Olga Murillo. Katya Kozulina is in the starting block for Wenatchee in lane 3. Lane 4 is Michaela Parrish. Lane 5, Tatum Courtwright. And lane 6 for Eastmont, Rosie Ramos. Ladies will enter the pool because the backstroke is the first thing that we'll have. The officials say everybody's ready.
So we got Olga in lane 2. Now she just sang the national anthem. Now she's swimming backstroke. So you got to be able to do it all in swimming.
Talent, you love it.
She's going to have an early lead at the turn as well.
And being in shape. So you mentioned the officials that are standing on either ends of the pools. They're looking to make sure people touch, making sure that they're doing the proper stroke.
Exactly. There's a lot to it. All these officials are USA Swimming certified officials. A lot of training for them.
So Olga Murillo is going to give Eastmont the early lead here as she touches the wall, and her teammate taking to the water is Rachel Marquis, senior down in the pool for Eastmont. And over in lane 4, we got quite a battle going on as Jessica Williams, the senior from Moses Lake. They're neck and neck right now. In first by about a body length, Eastmont. In lane 2, Rachel Marquis. And neck between Wenatchee and Moses Lake in lanes 3 and 4. In fact, looks like Wenatchee might be touching the wall first in second place.
Now we've got Emma Knott doing this butterfly, and Emma Knott's probably Eastmont's top swimmer. She's committed to Cal State East Bay. She's going to be a pioneer down in Haywood, California.
Boy, she is absolutely flying through the water right now. Behind her, not too far back, is Brooklyn Dressel. Boy, you recognize that name for Wenatchee High School.
Carlin Kelly with a big lead to finish off this relay.
Carly's got about a 3 body length lead in front of the Wenatchee swimmer Molly Kuhnfield. The battle side by side here. Looks like Eastmont, if they can hang on, will get the heat win, and timing looks good, John, at least by your naked eye.
I didn't see any official arms up, so it looked like a clean swim, and we got Eastmont in first, Wenatchee second, and Moses Lake will come in third.
So lanes 2, 3, and 4 right there, 1, 2, 3 unofficially here in this heat of the 200-yard medley relay.
Importantly, though, Eric, Eastmont's second team in the water took fourth, and they're going to score points as well. High school swimming has probably more to do about depth than it does having a few fast swimmers. So that's important that Eastmont was able to come in. You know, Eastmont came in first, and then of the second group of teams, they came in first of that second group of 3.
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel today brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on- and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles, and by Sangster Motors. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. They're going to go to the 50 free here, and they promised us they'd keep the pace going, and they are so far.
They're doing it. We've got 12 heats of this. This is where every girl's going to swim. Some of the more technical strokes, butterfly and breaststroke, not all the girls feel comfortable entering, but everybody swims freestyle.
They list 3 swimmers for this first heat of the 50 freestyle, and we got a Wenatchee swimmer still getting her goggles on, so they'll take care of that. We got Eastmont's Ellie Davis, Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias, and Eastmont's Kelly Tucker.
Now, Kelly's seated in this slower heat because she hasn't had a time yet as a freshman, but I guarantee you she'll be a fast swimmer.
She's out there in lane 4 right now, has the lead. And as John mentioned, a freshman, Eastmont's Kelly Tucker, just down and back. It's a quick swim. Second place, just a little lead here for Eastmont's Ellie Davis in lane 2. And taking this heat easily will be Kelly Tucker with probably a pretty good time there for the freshman. It'll be a 1-2-3 or a 1-2 situation for Eastmont with Tucker in first, Davis in second, and Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias will finish in third in that particular heat. As John mentioned, we're coming up on 2 of 12 in this 50 free. Again, 296 swimmers here today to take part in their first of any kind of a meet in nearly 2 years.
I think there's 296 entries. I don't think there's that many individual swimmers.
Well, sure. Yeah, you double up.
But like you over-promoting it, that's great.
We had to put them in here with a shoehorn today, ladies and gentlemen. Our broadcast brought to you by Wenatchee Power Sports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, and Beta Sales, Parts, and Service. Also by August Edge Real Estate, your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just a 2% listing fee. Got 5 lanes full here today. Eastmont in lane 1, Hannah Van Buskirk. Eastmont in lane 2, Peyton Kelly. Eastmont in lane 3, Micaiah Carson. Wenatchee's freshman Adeline Kirshner in lane 4, and Moses Lake's Zylesia Patrick in lane 5.
Great job of those names, Eric.
Thank you. Peyton Kelly getting out to the early lead here for Eastmont. The freshman for the Wildcats. Again, there's so many of these young ladies that just haven't even been in the pool so far this year. And as John mentioned, doing some dryland swimming, which should be kind of interesting.
Basically just working out, just another way to work out, whether it's yoga or calisthenics, just some kind of workout that swimmers just call dryland. Anything that's not in the pool is dry.
So first place will go to Eastmont's Peyton Kelly, second to Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner, and third to Micaiah Carson of Eastmont High School in that particular 50 free. We'll go to the third heat, and this will include Eastmont's Skylar Harrisek in lane 1, Cashmere's Maddie Gunderson in lane 2, Wenatchee's Jillian McIrvin in lane 3, Wenatchee's Shannon Weist in lane 4, Eastmont's Grace Hensley in lane 5, and Eastmont's Nora Bauman in lane 6. Appreciate you joining us here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Action kind of fast and furious here so far. We've got, 6 swim events and 1 diving event here today. After the freestyle, we'll go to the 50 breaststroke and then head over to the diving pool for 16 divers, I should say, or 16 entries. Getting the lineup here all set. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward Attorneys, serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional service since 1946. Also by Laura Mountain Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020.
Was that a hint my law firm ought to be buying advertising?
It's open to anybody, John. And we appreciate everybody, because we didn't even know as of 3 weeks ago if we were going to have anything to do based on phasing and everything else. There was going to be swimming. The swimming is the lowest risk of it seems, all the sports. And I don't know if that's because of all the chlorine or
probably
or what.
There is a lot of chlorine.
So now with the freestyle that we have going on, the swimmers have their option of how they start the race. They can be up on the block or they can be in the pool, correct?
And that's true for any race in terms of starting. But this is freestyle, meaning they can swim any stroke. So if a swimmer wanted to swim backstroke, it would be allowed. It's not allowed in a relay, but it's allowed in this. And this is a cool program that Wenatchee has. Have at least one adaptive swimmer that I see from Wenatchee, and maybe even 2. So you'll hear the crowd kind of perk up here because everybody likes seeing the adaptive swimmers.
Well, lane 6 right now, it's close. Nora Bauman of Eastmont, and in lane 1, Eastmont Skylar Harrisek. We'll see who touches the wall first. Looks like it's going to be just by a nose over in lane 6. Nora Bauman, second place to Skylar Harrisek. And I believe Eastmont finished third in that one. And here you hear the crowd start to cheer on the swimmer in lane 3 here. And that's Jillian McIrvin of Wenatchee High School.
And same for Shannon that we got back here at the turn end of the pool.
That's awesome. Awesome to have everybody involved.
And the adaptive swimmers get to swim at state also. When they do have a state competition, these girls qualify and swim at state. Really great program. James Elman, who, as we talked about, tragically died with a brain tumor last year. He was instrumental in getting adaptive swimming going at Wenatchee High School and encouraged other schools to do it.
And what's great about this, it doesn't matter what team they are, it doesn't matter what swim cap they have, everybody's cheering for this person in the pool right now.
Speaking of the Wenatchee caps, some of the newer Wenatchee caps have a new logo that is a James Elwin Memorial logo. I don't know if we can get one of the swimmers to
that's awesome.
Get us a good side shot of that. But
here she comes.
That'll probably be the biggest cheer here all day right there.
Fantastic. So that takes care of our third heats. Fourth heat coming up. In lane 1 for Wenatchee will be Bella Martinez. Moses Lake will fill up the rest of the lanes here. It will include Haley Falgren, Rebecca Shaporta in lane 3. Lane 4, Kylie Milliken. Lane 5 will be Lyra Castleton. And lane 6, Natalia James. All Moses Lake swimmers except for one, and that's Wenatchee swimmer in lane 1, nearest to the cameras here. And lane 1 will also be another adaptive swimmer for the Panthers. Out in lane 3 with the lead right now in this particular heat is Rebecca Shaporta, the junior for Moses Lake. Boy, that's got to be hard, John. You know, you work so hard in the pool on your breathing and your strokes and your arm stroke and making sure your time and your breathing and things like that. When you don't have a lot of time in the pool, that means you don't have a lot of time to get in shape. That also fouls with your breathing too.
The good news for the girls is these 50s, they can kind of gut them out. They can just use their aerobic abilities. It's the longer races where they really need perfect technique.
So it'll be a Moses Lake 1, 2, 3 finish here. As Rebecca Shaporta finishes in first, second goes to Natalia James, and third to Lyra Castleton. A 1, 2, 3 finish for Moses Lake here in Heat 4 of 12 scheduled of the 53 for our afternoon swim meet here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. Next up, in lane 1 for Eastmont is Peyton Dunning. Lane 2 for Eastmont, Matea Davis. Eastmont's Fatima Arriaga in lane 3. Moses Lake's Jenna Greenberg in lane 4. Eastmont's Claire Downs in lane 5, and Moses Lake's Sarah Duvall in lane 6. Claire Downs for Eastmont, currently with a slight advantage, but it might be the lady next to her, Fatima Arriaga, who will touch the wall first on the turn on this down and back here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. Lane 4, Jenna Greenberg may touch the wall first, and it is Jenna Greenberg who will touch first in lane 4. Lane 2 will be second place. That was Eastmont's Matea Davis. As we quickly get through the heats here in our afternoon meets. One Way Construction bringing us our broadcast today in part. One Way is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way. And there we go. 6 of 12. Moses Lake Savannah Alamos in lane 1. Eastmont's Amanda Biersbach in lane 2. Wenatchee's Alara Mahler in lane 3. Moses Lake's Gaziechi Abbott Abanyi in lane 4. Sorry about that. Eastmont's Amaya Amezqua Mejia in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Allison Hempel in lane 6.
And even though these girls are swimming in the 6th heat, they're in as much competition as any of the other heats because everything's based on the clock.
It's going to be close between Kylie Adams and Caitlin Harrisek here, and it will be Wenatchee touching first, Eastmont second in lanes 3 and 2. Excuse me, that was So Alora Mahler finishing in first and Amanda Biersbach finishing second in that heat 6 of 12 here in the 50 freestyle. Next up is our 7th heat. In lane 1, Wenatchee's Abigail Roche, Eastmont's Caitlin Harrisek in lane 2, Kashmir's Kylie Adams in lane 3, Moses Lake's Lauren Tolley in lane 4, Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski in lane 5, and Moses Lake's Rachel DeGoyer in lane 6. In lane 2, Caitlin Harrisek takes an early lead in this 50 free for Eastmont. And that turn on the wall, so crucial. Abigail Roche got a little better turn, and she's going to take the lead here by about an arm's length. Right next to her is Caitlin Harrisek in lane 2, but it will be Abigail Roche in lane 1. And then clear over in lane 5, finishing third, Chloe Andrzejewski for Wenatchee. Second place went to Eastmont's Caitlin Harrisek. Again, these are all unofficial totals.
Yeah, and they have to be unofficial, Eric, because we have to get the times, because that's
right.
They're really racing the clock today.
8th heat here in the 50 free. Lane 1, Moses Lake's Tessa Bowen. Eastmont's Valerie McRae in lane 2. Moses Lake's Tatum Courtwright in lane 3. Moses Lake's Peyton Leader in lane 4. Eastmont's Katie Neff in lane 5. And Wenatchee's Audrey Derrick in lane 6. Out to the early lead, out in the middle, is Moses Lake's Lauren Tolley in lane 4. Excuse me, lane 3. Kashmir's Kylie Adams. So we'll see here. Looks like Moses Lake caps in the middle there, but now Eastmont on the turn. Caitlin Harrisek taking the lead here. What a turn for Caitlin, and what a last half of this 50 as she'll finish first.
And Eric, now that we're on the 9th heat, really any of these next 24 girls could win this event. Again, they're racing the clock here, and any of these girls could win. So this is one to really start watching who could win this meet with a good swim.
We're in the 9th, if I didn't lose track here, at 12. So Moses Lake's Macy Lautherback in lane 1. Eastmont's Olivia Knott in lane 2. Wenatchee's Violet Madison in lane 3. Moses Lake's sophomore Lydia Jensen in lane 4. Wenatchee's Katya Kozalina
You got it.
in lane 5, and Moses Lake's Kira Michie in lane 6. And right away, the advantage here is in lane 2 for Eastmont's Olivia Knott. You mentioned that this senior.
That's her sister.
Okay.
So Olivia is a twin sister to Emma Knott,
Okay.
who I mentioned is college committed.
Gotcha. So Eastmont's Olivia Knott will finish first in that particular heat. Second goes to Wenatchee's Violet Madsen. Looked like Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen finished in third in our 8th of 12 as we get faster and faster. So now to the 10th heat. Kashmir's Ellie Seidensticker in lane 1. Moses Lake's Jessica Williams in lane 2. Eastmont's Rosie Ramos in lane 3. Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield in lane 4. Moses Lake's Aniston Dana in lane 5, and Eastmont's Lauren Marquis in lane 6.
Eastmont has 2 sets of twins. Lauren Marquis in lane 6 is one of the other twins.
It's Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield who's leading the pack here. It will be lane 4, 3, and 5. So unofficially, Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield wins that heat. Eastmont's Rosie Ramos was second, and Moses Lake's Aniston Dana was third. Now to the 11th of our 12 heats for the freestyle. In lane 1 will be Eastmont's Carly Kelly. Moses Lake's Michaela Parrish in lane 2. Wenatchee's Sophie Black in lane 3. Eastmont's Faith Larson in lane 4. Eastmont's Rachel Marquis in lane 5, and Eastmont's Olga Murillo in lane 6. And out in lane 4 in the early lead is Eastmont's Faith Larson. Good turn at the wall. She's got nearly a body length on everybody else in the field here.
That's a great swim for her to go out and win that heat.
So Faith Larson will win it. It looked like lane 2 finished second with lane 3 third. So it goes Eastmont's Faith Larson, Moses Lake's Michaela Parrish, and Wenatchee's Sophie Black. 1, 2, 3 in heat 11 to heat 12. Eastmont's Jamie Hobson in lane 1. Moses Lake's Isabel Parrish in lane 2. Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel in lane 3. Eastmont's Emma Knott in lane 4. Wenatchee's Haley Payne in lane 5, and Moses Lake's Laurel Knox in lane 6.
These girls are making this swim in about 25 seconds, Eric.
Emma Knott to the early lead here as she'll touch the wall and head the other way in lane 4. Right by her side in lane 3 is Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel. This is going to be awfully close as they come towards the other end of the pool. And just touching first, it will be Eastmont's Emma Knott winning that particular heat. You talk about burning up the water, John. That's fast.
Yeah, I don't think you and I could run on the pool deck as fast as they swim.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So we're quickly through the 50 free here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. They're going to move some bodies, and we might get a chance to take a quick commercial break. So let's take a 60. We'll be back with more next here as we bring you swimming and diving today at Eastmont's Aquatic Center. We'll be back right after this.
Doghouse Motorsports just won Best Motorsports Store for the 7th year in a row.
Is it the great facility? Is it the fantastic products? Or is it?
I'm Bobby.
And I'm Tabor.
I'm Mike. And I'm Glenn.
Hi, I'm Todd.
I'm Jeff.
And this is the Doghouse Service Team.
Hi, I'm Dee.
And I'm Dwayne.
And I'm Kathy.
Come on in and experience the Doghouse.
Are you in the doghouse?
Well, they told us they were going to keep things at a rapid pace, and boy, are they here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. We're in the 50 breaststroke now. There are 10 heats in this one. We're already halfway through the first of the 10. Eastmont's Peyton Kelly in lane 1. Eastmont's Nora Bauman in lane 2. The Wildcats' Skylar Harrisek in lane 3. Cashmere's Maddie Gunderson in lane 4. And Eastmont's Micaiah Carson in lane 5. And it will be touching the wall first, Nora Bauman. Second place goes to lane 1, and it looked like third was to lane 4.
Now this breaststroke, Eric, we're going to see a lot more official arms up in the air, and that's an indication to the meet referee that they have a potential disqualification. Breaststroke is a very technical stroke.
So Eastmont's unofficially there. Nora Bauman finishing in first place. Eastmont's Peyton Kelly, that is, in second. And it will be Cashmere's Maddie Gunderson in third. And that first heat, second heat up now. Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias in lane 1. Wenatchee's Adeline Gershner in lane 2. Eastmont's Grace Hensley in lane 3. Eastmont's Ellie Davis in lane 4. Moses Lake's Haley Falgren in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Gocheki Abani. I'm going to have to get somebody to help me out on that one. And I apologize to the family for not getting a little research done beforehand, but
you're doing a good job, and you don't have a lot of time to read them all. So,
yes, already down and on their way back in lane 4. Leading the way here is Ellie Davis for Eastmont. Second place right now is in lane 2. That's Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner, and really tight between Wenatchee and Eastmont for third place in this particular heat, second heat of the breaststroke, 50-yard breaststroke here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. So it will be first place to Ellie Davis, second place to Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner, and third touching in lane 3 first will be Grace Hensley.
And Eric, we do have the official results and the point scores from the relay race.
All right, give it to me.
In third place, it was Moses Lake High School's A relay team with a final time of 2:06:31. In second place, it was Wenatchee High School A relay with a time of 2:03:31. And in first place, it was Eastmont High School Mario, Marquis, Knott, and Kelly with a final time of 2:01:22. So Eastmont picks up 8 points, Wenatchee 4 points, and Moses Lake 2 points.
Here we go for the third heat of our 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 is Zayelsia Patrick of Moses Lake. Moses Lake's Kaylee Milliken in lane 2. Eastmont's Claire Downs in lane 3. Eastmont's Amaya Emezqua Mejia in lane 4. Eastmont's Matea Davis in lane 5. And Eastmont's Kelly Tucker in lane 6. Getting down and making the turn first will be, on the farther end of the pool in lane 6. That's Kelly Tucker.
I told you Kelly Tucker, that freshman's going to impress this year.
Impressive win here for Kelly Tucker, way out in front of everybody else in the pool. She will touch the wall first. We'll have to watch her time when we get it all added up in the end here. Lane 3 looks like Claire Downs is going to finish in second place for Eastmont. And the question, who will finish third? Looks like it'll be lane 4 for Amaya Amezcua Mejia.
Viewers may be wondering why she's in this heat. It's because she's a freshman and hasn't swam before, so she doesn't have a time in this event. So at her next meet, she'll be seated correctly in with the girls that have her same time.
Zalicia Patrick is the final swimmer to finish up in lane 1 here, and getting some cheers from her fellow teammate Haley Fulgren right next to her in lane 2. So there you go. Congratulations, young lady, for finishing. Zalicia Patrick getting some help from Kaylee Milliken there. All right, here we go to the 4th heat of 10 in our 50-yard breaststroke here this afternoon. In lane 1 will be Eastmont's Fatima Arriaga. In lane 2, Moses Lake's Jenna Greenberg. Moses Lake's Allison Hempel in lane 3. Moses Lake's Sarah Duvall, that is, in lane 4. Moses Lake's Natalia James in lane 5. And Eastmont's Peyton Dunning in lane 6. Right now, Eastmont, the bookends on either side of the pool, have the early lead, and that's Fatima Arriaga in lane 1 and Peyton Dunning out in lane 6. Dunning will touch the wall first.
The Wildcats are coached, Eric, Darcy Brugman. It's her 9th season as the Eastmont varsity coach. She's on the deck right now doing a little coaching to some of her swimmers.
Oh, you love this. This is tight between two Eastmont swimmers. You got Fatima Arriaga in lane 1, and over in lane 6, Peyton Dunning. And I don't see who's going to have the advantage here. Ooh, it looked like lane 6, Peyton Dunning will finish in first, Fatima Arriaga in second. And it'll be a Moses Lake finisher in lane 3. That'll be third here, Allison Hempel. To the 5th heat of 10, halfway through our 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1 will be Wenatchee's junior Alara Mahler. In lane 2, Wenatchee's Audrey Derrick. In lane 3, Wenatchee's Abigail Roche. Moses Lake Savannah Alamos in lane 4. Eastmont's Amanda Biersbach in lane 5. And Eastmont's Katie Neff in lane 6. I'm almost getting those names in before they leave the block. Not quite.
You're doing great.
Middle of the pool, doing well so far in this particular heat. It's Abigail Roche for the Wenatchee Panthers. And John, I know I talked to my daughter about this, but you could say faster swimmers like to have somebody fast next to them.
Absolutely.
They like to have that eyeball next door that's pushing them.
It's a race, so it's absolutely an advantage to be surrounded by the faster swimmers. So we were talking about Tucker earlier. She'll benefit by being up there with kids that are timing out at a similar time.
Wenatchee's Abigail Roche will finish first, and it looked like lane 4, Moses Lake, just edged the swimmer for Wenatchee in lane 2. So second place will go to Savannah Alamos, and third place to Audrey Derrick. 1, 2, 3 in that particular heat. Here we go, heat 6. Moses Lake's Kira Mitchie in lane 1. Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski in lane 2. Moses Lake's Tatum Courtwright in lane 3. Moses Lake's Tessa Bowen in lane 4. The Chiefs' Rachel DeGoyer in lane 5. And Kashmir's Kylie Adams in lane 6. Moses Lake out to the early advantage here. There's 3 swimmers side by side in lanes 3, 4, and 5. They also have a swim cap in lane 1. Who's going to get the advantage off the turn? It might be lane 1 here.
Yeah, I think Moses Lake, lane 1's leading this heat.
Kira Mitchie. Yeah, it looks like she got stronger as she progressed down the pool on her first half of this 50 breaststroke, and she's going to look to be touching the wall first. It'll be lane 1, 3, and 2. Looks like Wenatchee came in second in that one.
Unfortunately, Eric, I do see the officials doing a lot of paperwork writing, which means they are finding disqualifications, stroke violations that they'll be writing up. So
we'll have to wait and see about that. Right now, anyway, it'll be Moses Lake's Tatum Courtwright that finishes, Kira Mitchie finishes in first in that particular heat. Here we go to 7 of 10. Moses Lake's Aniston Dana in lane 1. Kashmir's Ellie Seidensticker in lane 2. Eastmont's Olivia Knott in lane 3. Moses Lake's Peyton Leader in lane 4. Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen in lane 5. And Eastmont's Caitlin Harrisek in lane 6. Early lead here will be for Olivia Knott. She's got about half a body advantage on Aniston Dana, Moses Lake in lane 1. They make the turn off the wall. All crucial on that turn. Knott still with the advantage, about half a body length over Dana. Another Eastmont swimmer over in lane 6 doing well. That's Caitlin Harris-Sek. Looks like we'll have Eastmont 1-3 on this particular heat. And it is 1-3, just as I said. So first place to Eastmont's Olivia Knott, second to Moses Lake's Aniston Dana, and third to Eastmont's Caitlin Harris-Sek in Heat 7. Here we go to Heat 8. Moses Lake's Isabel Parrish in lane 1. Moses Lake's Laura Knox in lane 2. The Chiefs' Jessica Williams in lane 3. Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield in lane 4. Moses Lake's Macy Lautherback in lane 5. And Wenatchee's Katya Kozalina in lane 6.
Katya's one of the Wenatchee captains, Eric.
Lane 3 with the early lead here is Jessica Williams for Moses Lake High School. You know, it's interesting how strong the swimming is here in this part of the world with Moses Lake and Wenatchee and Eastmont, both the girls and the boys.
You can thank the club program. We have an excellent club program here. Velocity Swimming, and they're always looking for new members, and they start them young, 6 years old. So
Jessica Williams will touch the wall first. Looks like it was Molly Kuhnfield for Wenatchee who took third in that one. So 1-2 for Moses Lake there. Moses Lake's Jessica Williams in first and Laura Knox in second. Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield in third. Here we go to Heat 9. Eastmont's Rosie Ramos in lane 1. Wildcats' Carly Kelly in lane 2. Eastmont's Olga Murillo in lane 3. Eastmont's Faith Larson in lane 4. Wildcats will send Lauren Marquis in lane 5, and Wenatchee's Violet Madsen in lane 6.
Carlin Kelly for Eastmont's one of their captains.
And Faith Larson will touch the wall first for the Wildcats. In that sky blue swim cap, you can't miss it. She's out there in lane 4 right now, looking strong. Next to her over in lane 5, Eastmont's Lauren Marquis. Looks like they're going to finish 1-2 here. And it will be 1-2, and then lane 2 is the third place finisher there.
So here's our final heat coming up.
And you get to the final heat and you expect the faster times. Eastmont's Rachel Marquis in lane 1. Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel in lane 2. Wenatchee's Sophie Black in lane 3. Wenatchee's Haley Payne in lane 4. Eastmont's Jamie Hobson in lane 5. And the Wildcats' Emma Knott in lane 6. This should be a good one.
Looks like Haley Payne's going to be a scratch, Eric. I don't see her in the water.
Okay, nope, nobody in lane 4 out there.
Sophie Black and Brooklyn Dressel, two of Wenatchee's captains. These girls are competitors in the water today, Eric, but they all swim for Velocity Swimming Club team, so they're teammates too. There's a lot of rivalry between these two teams, but these swimmers are really close because of that club swimming.
Well, and this is going to be a dead heat here. Looks like it could be.
I think Sophie Black's going to get it. Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, it was awfully close.
I think Brooklyn Dressel snuck in there ahead of Sophie.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the actual time results.
And out in lane 5, right there was Jamie Hobson for Eastmont. So we'll say that Brooklyn Dressel first in that heat, Sophie Black second, Eastmont's Jamie Hobson third. Again, we'll be getting official results here as the swim meet continues here on the NCWLIFE Channel. As we're through the 50 breaststroke.
It's diving time.
We're going to go diving, and they have to warm up a little bit, so that's going to give us a chance to take a breath and let you know that our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Also by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time you stop by. We'll take a break and get you back with some diving coming up next here from Eastmont Aquatic Center. Thanks for joining us for swimming today on the NCWLIFE Channel. We'll be right back.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft, ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Welcome back once again here to Eastmont Aquatic Center. It's the home for Eastmont Wildcats swimming and diving. We've got diving straight ahead here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Our broadcast brought to you in part by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality, installation, and service or repair. Also by Save Mart, shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. Now coming up, we've got 15 divers I see on the sheet here. We'll run that down for you. They're over there practicing right now. They need to warm up a little bit before they start the official dives. Kelsey McKay of Wenatchee, Molly Jackson of Wenatchee, Courtney Dodge for the Panthers, Faith Coleman for Wenatchee, Sam DeLay for Wenatchee, Eastmont's Kayumi Huber, hope I got that right, Wenatchee's Chloe Nelson, Eastmont's Valerie McCrae, Moses Lake's Lyra Castleton, Wenatchee's Kylie Abel, Moses Lake's Rebecca Shaporta, Eastmont's Brianna Talley, Moses Lake's Lauren Tolley, Eastmont's Emily Ann Scott, and Wenatchee's Berkeley Feingold. That's our scheduled divers here for the swim and dive activities here today. And John, tell us about the dive. I know they haven't had a lot of time, so
yeah,
as far as I understand, talking with Darcy Brugman the other day, it's kind of, they can choose what kind of dive. Now, during a normal dive meet, they have to do a specific dive, and then they can do their own, right?
Yeah, there's certain dives they have to do. Each dive has a degree of difficulty. The score that the judges give them is then put in, multiplied by that degree of difficulty, and that's how we come up with our top six. The top six will get points today, just like one of the other events. So just like the 50 freestyle, we give 6 points to first place, 4 points for second place on down. We'll do the same for diving. It's just one of the events in a high school swim and dive meet.
Now, I've been to swim and dive meets before where it was actually coaches doing the scoring.
That's what it'll be today.
Okay.
Eastmont coach Fila, who's been the
forever.
Coach probably longer than I've been alive almost, a long time.
Yep.
And I don't know the Wenatchee coach's name.
Okay. So
the Moses Lake coach is Lindy Williams. She's the interim head coach right now for the swim and dive team. Tony St. Onji, I think I'm pronouncing that right. He has coached at Moses Lake High School for 43 years.
Holy cow.
He was paralyzed many years ago and is in a wheelchair, and he just is battling back from, I believe it was leukemia.
Wow. Wow, what a story.
But he is on the mend, and he's coming back. So it would just have been terrible for swimming to have two tragic deaths following James Elwin's death.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's a great story there. Well, the ladies are still warming up, and again, So, John, when they do the 6 dives, they dive and then the next one up, right? They don't go back and then get on the board again and try to do 6 in a row.
Exactly. They'll go through them. They'll announce their name, the dive they're doing, and degree of difficulty. They'll get a score, and they try to keep this moving as fast as they can as well.
Okay. You'll also see that the ladies sometimes adjust the board with their foot, and that's for how much bend they want the board, basically, right?
Exactly, yeah. How much spring they want to get.
The closer that wheel is, they wheel towards the end of the board, the less flex they'll get in the board, and then vice versa. We appreciate all the sponsorship here on the NCWLIFE Channel and everybody who got on board here and you're more than welcome to still get on board. We've got quite a bit of a broadcast we're going to do. In fact, we're starting things off today, and we'll be doing broadcasts over the next 2 days. We'll be at Lee Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl tomorrow night for live football coverage between Wenatchee and Moses Lake. Grant will join me for that call. And then Saturday, Sebastian Moronga and Matt Wiesen will have the call as we head to the pitch at Eastmont's Wildcat Stadium for Moses Lake and Eastmont girls soccer. So that's coming up on Saturday right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. You can see our complete rundown on our website at ncwlife.com. We'll take another break as they continue warming up, getting ready for diving. That's on the way next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance, take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
The 2021 models are arriving at Sangster Motors. General Motors is on the move with the all-new 2021 Yukon. Yukon is redesigned from the ground up with a bold new look and all the latest technology. Also new is the Canyon AT4 pickup. This off-road equipped mid-size truck will challenge any rival for performance and value. Both of these models will offer Duramax diesel options for maximum power and economy. The American Challenge is game on at Sangster Motors now.
Welcome back once again here on the NCWLIFE Channel along with John Brangwin. I'm Eric Granstrom. And John, of course, we were talking before we started the broadcast here about how we lost such an integral part of the swimming community and really the Wenatchee Valley in the tragic loss of James Brangwin, who was a longtime coach. James Owen, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're James Brangwin. James Owen here about a year ago. And you were talking about the swim cap and a special swim cap that Wenatchee's come out with.
There we go, get our sound. It's like a Zoom meeting, right? I was on mute. So this is the cap, and this is the logo that has James Elwin's initials on it. And James, in addition to being a swim coach, was obviously also a high school teacher. And I really loved high school teacher. I know a lot of times the seniors would pick him as the favorite teacher. So just really tragic. Shows you how precious life can be. He went out for a jog, had some problems, diagnosed with a brain tumor, and passed away very quickly after that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Really sad and really neat that the Wenatchee Panthers, with their first-year coach, Kara Melton, are honoring James with this. And also the Wenatchee High School pool has been renamed the James Elwin Aquatic Center.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. And then also, you know, it was not too long after that Kynell, a teacher and coach at Eastmont, became severely ill, and we almost lost him as well. So thankfully, Kai's on the mend, and we appreciate all the support for the Wenatchee Valley, for the swimming community, the basketball community, or wherever you may be coming from, and helping to back up these young people trying to participate in their sport, but also for these coaches that do so much to tutel our kids and help them become greater citizens through athletic endeavors. We're going to take another break and come back and get you diving coming up next here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Sure glad we went to Les Schwab.
I'm glad the baby's still happy.
Well, I'm just glad that along with tires, Les Schwab also does brakes, alignment, and a bunch of other safety services. I mean, if we had gone to a cheap tire store instead, I'd be a doggone wreck.
My thoughts exactly.
During the Les Schwab Spring Tire Sale, save up to $200 when you bundle select tires, wheels, and brakes. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Highlander Golf Course is proud to announce their 2 new state-of-the-art full-swing golf simulators with over 80 courses of virtual golf to choose from year-round. Or try their Laser Shot simulated firearm program, or gaming with football, basketball, and much more. Enjoy Highlander food and drink service from their full-service bar and grill in the comfort of their simulator room. Call the Highlander Pro Shop to book your time at 884-4653. That's 884-4653.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Back once again, just about ready for diving on the 1-meter diving board here at Eastmont Aquatic Center. Our broadcast on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. At Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, customer satisfaction is #1. Stop by today. Also by Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Great service with a personal touch. That's their commitment to you. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa provides a different kind of full-service care that gives their clients peace of mind. Visit their showroom today. First up on the board will be Kelsey McKay of Wenatchee High School. Well, very nice dive. And I don't know, again, anything about diving, but
it's out of 8, so the good scores there. Very, very good dive.
I don't know if they can hear back home the scores that are being given. We'll try to turn up our crowd microphone just a little bit so you can hear some of that.
Looks like our camera next to us has a pretty good view of the scorekeeper. So.
All right. So you got 3 scores over there?
Yeah, 3 scores.
Gotcha. And coaches for each of the teams, I assume. So here we have Molly Jackson of Wenatchee.
And a little bit like golf, they like it to be quiet for diving.
Right. 5, a 5, and a 4. Wenatchee's Courtney Dodge will be next up here for the Panthers. And again, unlike normal meet, they get to choose all of their 6 dives today.
Yeah. Oh, very nice dive.
Very nice.
I always think this event unlike swimming where everybody's swimming at the same time, maybe you can kind of blend in the crowd. This event, you're the only one at that moment, and all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty nerve-wracking.
I was thinking about this preparing for the swim and dive meet today as we have
Courtney Dodge.
Courtney Dodge up next here for Wenatchee High School. Let her make her dive.
All right, so a little difficult for them to compare the dives, the audience to compare the dives because they're all diving something different.
Sure, absolutely. But I was thinking, you know, of the sports you could choose to participate in high school, the offerings that are out there, it's really only, I think, honestly, tennis, golf, and swimming. That's something you could do for your entire life.
Yeah, pretty hard to play high school football your whole life.
But I mean, even
that was Sam DeLay, I think. They just went off.
Faith Coleman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, Faith Coleman, our fourth of our 15 divers here. So Sam DeLay will be next from Wenatchee High School.
No, I think you missed one, Eric. I think this is Huber.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yep.
okay. Okay. So this is Kiyumi Huber. There we go.
Chloe Nelson's on deck.
Okay. We're back straight now. Give the credit where credit's due. First of 6 dives. Wow, that was impressive. Wow.
Good dive.
And that's something to say about these programs too for Wenatchee and Eastmont, especially. We've had some high finishers in states that have come out of these programs, both boys and girls swimming.
Absolutely. And like the swimmers are usually on a club swimming, the good divers are often gymnasts.
Next up, we have Wenatchee's Chloe Nelson. Eastmont's Valerie McCrae will be next. As we come to you live from the Eastmont Aquatic Center. We understand that the NFHS network is having some audio difficulties, and that's something that's on, of course, if you're watching us on the NFHS network, you're not hearing me now, but
aren't they lucky?
Yeah, we understand that there's some difficulties on their side of the world. As Valerie McCrae got some nice height there for Eastmont.
How can they get by without our commentating, Eric?
Well, you know, we're missing the scintillating conversation here. So Lyra Castleton is up next here for Moses Lake. One of, 3 divers for the Chiefs that are here competing today at Eastmont Aquatic Center. You know, and it should be mentioned too, we don't have the classes for the girls here as far as where they are in school, freshman, senior, but a lot of these girls diving for the very first time.
Absolutely.
That's in a competitive dive situation.
And actually, I do have some class years here, so I'll start putting those together when you.
Awesome.
If you catch the name of the.
Next up is Kylie Abel for Wenatchee High School.
She's a junior.
Okay.
Ouch. That's all you can say.
Yep.
The dive itself looked great, so we'll get scored down for the landing there, but
she had great height.
Absolutely.
That's for sure. Just
didn't quite get it done.
Yep. I don't know if she was looking to get one more half a rotation in there or just over-rotated it a little bit.
Yeah, and I think the judges ended up calling it a failed dive, so no score for that dive. So
Rebecca Shaporta now on the board for Moses Lake.
On board.
She's a junior for the Chiefs.
Okay. Beautiful. Full rotation. Good entry into the water.
High marks for this one.
Brianna Talley will be next for Eastmont.
She's a freshman, so this will be her very first dive in high school.
And do they dive in the club sports?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
They tend to be gymnasts.
Ooh, a little over rotation there for the freshman, Brianna Talley, but hey, good job getting up there and
first dive ever in high school.
Yeah, facing the clammy palms and everything else.
And of course, Eastmont freshmen are over at the junior high, so she's not even at the high school yet.
Moses Lake's Lauren Tolley will be next up here on the board. Part of our diving competition here today.
Lauren Tolley is a senior.
Okay, a nice dive by Lauren. Eastmont's Emily Ann Scotts will be up next here.
And this is an Eastmont freshman here.
Oh, there we go. And Emily Ann is what did you say in school?
Freshman.
Freshman. Okay. Great job, freshman Emily Ann Scott. And Wenatchee's Berkeley Feingold will be the last of our 15 divers here in the first go-around.
6 rounds in diving. Berkeley is a junior at Wenatchee High School.
There's a hand from the crowd here assembled. And again, we don't have any fans here present. We just have the teams for Eastmont's Wenatchee and Moses Lake cheering on their teammates up on the board. And we'll go back to the top of the order for Wenatchee's Kelsey McKay. And this is fun bringing this to you on the NCWLIFE Channel. Second dive for Kelsey McKay.
I don't have her grade in school, unfortunately.
Okay. Boy, you talk about immediate feedback. I mean, you don't get that many other places.
Yeah, and you'll see the coaches, though, a lot of times they'll give a score, but they'll also be talking to the diver about, you know,
where your feet are, where your legs are, in relation to your head and your body.
Molly Jackson's a freshman in the air now. All 4s on that score.
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you in part by Chelan Douglas Casa, court-appointed special advocates for children. Also by Highlander Golf Course and Grill. Enjoy a day at Highlander Golf Course. Reserve your next tea time or plan a party in one of their simulator rooms. You don't have to be a member to dine in style. Give them a call today.
Courtney Dodge, a sophomore from Wenatchee High School.
Nice simple dive for the sophomore.
Good scores, though. So sometimes a simple dive done well is...
Point over the years of getting a chance to watch my daughter swim for Eastmont here a few years ago. Boy, they had an amazing diver, and her name is falling out of my head at the time being. But
I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't remember either. My daughter Marie swam 4 years of varsity swimming for Eastmont. Just graduated in June.
Beautiful dive there for
Kimmy's a sophomore from Eastmont.
Yeah, I mean, getting an opportunity to broadcast this here on the NCWLIFE Channel, the only time I've ever seen diving is Olympics. That's about it.
Yeah.
On television, anyway. You might see some college.
And hopefully we'll get the Olympics this summer.
Yeah. Of course, as a parent watching this, the thing that just drives me crazy is some of these girls, you know, they're very athletic and dynamic, and I just get away from the board. Just get away from the board.
Oh, any of those inward dives, I just grit my teeth and hope.
So Lyra Castleton is on the board right now. That was Valerie McCrae, who just finished her second dive.
Lyra's a junior for the Chiefs.
And probably what you're not able to hear is the announcement of their plan for their dive, right?
Right.
The PA announcement is happening before they actually dive.
But unless you really know diving, it's not much help because it's a number. There is a description, but you'd really have to know diving pretty well.
And that's the challenge too for each of the divers when we get later in the season, when it's, you know, competitive diving is. So how are you going to stack it up? You're going to get more and more technical, or are you going to go for the gusto early and then keep the easy stuff later?
The degree of difficulty comes into factor. So if you could do an easier dive better, is that better, or is it better to do a harder dive that you don't score as well on? That's the selection, trying to pick the right dive.
It's quite a mind game on top of it, just physically being able to pull it off. That was Kylie Abel, and now it's Rebecca Shaporta for Moses Lake. One of 3 divers for the Chiefs. Next up will be Eastmont's Brianna Talley. Freshman's got 1 dive under her belt in competition. Now she's just ready to go. She's good. Still got to be a lot of nerves.
So Eric, our scorekeeper, just handed me the team scores.
Okay.
And this is through event 3.
Okay.
And I'll go through who won event 2 and 3 here in a minute. But team scores doesn't get any tighter than this, Eric. Eastmont High School, 21 points. Wenatchee High School, 20 points.
Wow.
1 point separating them.
Wow.
And Moses Lake High School has 5 points.
So that's going to come down to these final events here to really determine our overall winner here today.
Even just diving here, this is the winner of this will pick up 6 points. So, you know, if Wenatchee could get a first and second diving, that'd be 10 points they'd pick up right there. So this will be neck and neck throughout the day.
Love to bring you this competition and love to bring you anything live here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We've been running to death pre-recorded sports from back in the day, but finally able to bring you some live action here today.
Oh, they might only be doing 3 dives today, Eric. I thought they were doing 6. They might only be doing 3.
Okay. And they may be shortening that because of the format here today and the fact that we're doing some television.
Short format for the swimming, so it makes sense to do the same for the diving. Just didn't get those legs straight up and down for that entry.
Well, very graceful, though.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think we're getting our third go around here. Molly Jackson up now on the board for Wenatchee. Or excuse me, this is Kelsey McKay. Might be Kelsey McKay.
They don't wear the cap, so we don't get the team name.
And then you got Wenatchee stacked up with 5 in a row to start. So, well, for us announcers that are used to calling other sports, we just got to get numbers on them. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, so that was Molly Jackson. Here's Courtney Dodge from Wenatchee, the sophomore. Taking to the board for her third dive of the day. And if John's right, this could be her last dive of the day.
Well, that's awfully good.
Yeah, it did. So are you a swimmer yourself?
I was not a swimmer. I was a lifeguard, and I was a swim instructor, taught kids how to swim, but never swam competitively. And then got done with being a lifeguard and swim instructor, got out of it, had our daughter Marie, and then got her into swimming when she was about 6 or 7 years old.
Faith Coleman now for Wenatchee.
And now my daughter's a lifeguard, so everything's come full circle.
So Sam DeLay is up next here for Wenatchee High School. This is something that in conversations with people to get to know people. One thing that in thinking about this, coming here and doing this broadcast today, I'll bet you remember who taught you how to swim.
No, but I remember I tripped on the pool deck because I was running and split my chin open and got 4 stitches in it.
That's why you don't run on the pool.
Right.
They tell you that all the time.
They yell it all the time. I'm not always a good listener.
Well, my daughter was also a lifeguard at the Wenatchee pool, and for a number of summers, and she said that was the number one thing you're always yelling as a lifeguard is stop running, slow down.
So we got Kimmy Huber. Sam DeLay was a freshman out of Wenatchee. Now we have Kayumi Huger from Eastmont, sophomore.
Oh, beautiful dive there for Kayumi.
Good score, 6s.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
6.5 even, yep.
Chloe Nelson up next for Wenatchee High School.
Chloe's a freshman at Wenatchee.
So how old were you when you'd say you learned how to swim?
Oh, about 4, I think, 4 or 5. Yeah, pretty little.
Yep.
Good to get swimming early. I know from teaching kids, the earlier parents brought their kids to swimming, the better for them. Such an important ability. Yeah. Even if you're not going to swim competitively on a summer swim team or a year-round swim team, being able to swim saved lives, obviously.
Absolutely.
So, and with all the great water opportunities we have around here, Lake Chelan, the river, getting your kids to know how to swim is very important. And to wear a life jacket when you're boating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Doesn't matter how good a swimmer you are. You hit the waters here on the rivers with that cold,
especially the hunters and cold water.
Yes.
Fishermen on the icicle. Yeah, you need a life jacket.
Absolutely. Well, Betty Wally was the one who taught me how to swim. She had a pool in her backyard, and she invited people to come over and learn how to swim, and never forget my time in her above ground pool. Her husband Spud Wally was a Hall of Fame wrestling coach in Cedar Woolley.
Okay,
and was the mayor. Yep, the mayor for the long time, and so I had the mayor's wife teach me how to swim. Of course, he wasn't the mayor back then.
Right.
That's how important wrestling is in Cedar Woolley. I mean,
were you a wrestler?
I was. That's a long story.
Okay. That was a nice dive too.
Beautiful.
Simple but clean. Good scores coming.
Yeah. 5s and 5.5s. So Rebecca Shaporta up now for Moses Lake. Our coverage on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Doghouse Motorsports, now featuring the full line of on- and off-road Husqvarna motorcycles.
Thought they made chainsaws.
They do. Nice job. .454 for Rebecca. Next up will be freshman Brianna Talley for Eastmont. Sangster Motors also bringing you this broadcast. The American Challenge is on at Sangster Motors, home of the all-new Yukon SUV. Tolly is up now, a senior for Moses Lake. So Berkeley Feingold now for Wenatchee. And got towels wrapped around all the rest of the divers. So I think you're right, John. I think this is it. Nice dive. Nice job for Berkeley Feingold, and that'll do it.
That'll do it for diving. Do you want to do a commercial?
We'll take a break and come back, and we'll get some results that we have officially now, and get you ready for the last portion of our swimming. Still to come, we got the 50 backstroke, 50 butterfly, and you don't want to miss the 200 freestyle relay. It's all coming up here live from Eastmont Aquatic Center on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at BlueLagoonPoolandSpa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st. By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Shalane Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Save Mart is the place to go if you are in the market for home furnishings. They have rows and rows of sofas, love seats, recliners, and chairs in a vast array of fabrics and colors. Name brands include Ashley, Best, and Stanton. With pictures, lamps, and tables to complement your new furniture, Save Mart is a one-stop shop. Save Mart offers 12-month special financing on approval of credit. Save Mart also offers free delivery, setup, and haul away in their service area. Serving the Wenatchee Valley for over 50 years. Located on North Wenatchee Avenue or visit online at savemart.net.
Take on the new year in a new Ford from Pat Armstrong Ford. From premium grade muscle to unparalleled performance. Take on any payload. The all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Pat Armstrong Ford. Take on any adventure. Take on every thrill. The all-new 2021 Bronco Sport and 2021 Mustang Mach-E. Built to take on every resolution at Pat Armstrong Ford. We are community strong in East Wenatchee.
Welcome back once again here to live coverage of swimming at the Eastmont Aquatic Center. Along with John Brangwin, I'm Eric Granstrom. Our coverage brought to you by Wenatchee Power Sports, now featuring Polaris, Yamaha, KTM, Beta Sales, Parts and Service. Also by August Edge Real Estate, for your personal real estate agency with full service offered at just a 2% listing fee. John, we got, excuse me, swimmers going to take the blocks here.
Yeah, they're about to take the blocks. We're about to swim the event 5, 11 heats of backstroke.
So they offered them an opportunity to do some lap swims to warm up a little bit, but nobody took up that opportunity.
Nope, and now they're ready to go.
So here we go with the 50-yard backstroke. And our first of 11 heats, Wenatchee's Violet Madsen in lane 2. Eastmont's Nora Bauman in lane 3, Eastmont's Kelly Tucker in lane 4, and Eastmont's Micaiah Carson in lane 5.
Our deck referee today is Mark Marquis, and our starter is Larry Dressel.
Appreciate you getting that information. All important to have the officials.
So let's get the scoring kids, the kids that scored in event number 2. That was the women's 50 free. Faith Larson was in 5th place. She picked up 1 point for Eastmont. She's a junior. Haley Payne was in 4th place, picked up 2 points. Isabel Parrish was in 3rd place from Moses Lake, a freshman. Brooklyn Dressel was in 2nd place. She's a senior from Wenatchee. In 1st place in the 50 freestyle was Eastmont senior Emma Knott.
Okay, hold on right there, John. Our finish in that race was Violet Manson of Wenatchee winning it in lane 2. Now here we have Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias in lane 1, Eastmont's Grace Hensley in lane 2, Moses Lake's Haley Falgren in lane 3, Eastmont's Hannah Van Buskirk in lane 4, Cashmere's Maddie Gunderson in lane 5, and Eastmont's Skylar Harrisek in lane 6. Go ahead with some more results.
Yeah, so just a little commentary on that 50 free. So Haley Payne, that came in 4th place, she's committed to Utah. She's going to be a Utes and swim for University of Utah. And Brooklyn Dressel, the 2nd place finisher, she's going to be a Spartan for San Jose State. And I think I mentioned earlier that Emma Knott's going to Cal State East Bait to be a Pioneer. So no surprise there that our top swimmers there are all college bound, going to swim at the next level.
So out in lane 6, Eastmont's Skylar Harrisek, although I saw the judge, the official there, put her hand up when she made the turn. Meanwhile, lane 5 will be 2nd place in this heat, and lane 2 will be 3rd place. So it goes Eastmont's Skylar Harrisek, Cashmere's Maddie Gunderson, and Eastmont's Grace Hensley. Is that a timing penalty if there's a stroke missed or something like that?
No, it's a disqualification.
Okay.
So, but you never know. Just because an official's arm is up does not necessarily mean the swimmer is disqualified.
So next heat, we have 3 of 11 in our 50-yard backstroke. Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner is in lane 1. Wenatchee's Shannon Weist in lane 2. Wenatchee's Bella Martinez in lane 3. Moses Lake's Alicia Patrick in lane 4, Eastmont's Ellie Davis in lane 5, and Eastmont's Peyton Kelly in lane 6. You got more?
I do have a couple scratches here. Nobody's in lane 2 or 3 this time.
All right, thank you.
When the official raises their arm, it's a little bit like a referee throwing a flag. There's usually a penalty to come, but there'll be some discussion about it, and then ultimately the deck referee or the meet referee is going to make the ultimate decision on if that disqualification is accepted.
Peyton Kelly doing well in lane 6. She will touch the wall first and win this heat. Meanwhile, over in lane 1, it'll be Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner will finish in 2nd place. It looks like lane 5, Eastmont's Ellie Davis will finish in third in this particular heat. As we go through the 50-yard backstroke, do you have other results to give us?
I do.
Okay.
You want me to start now?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So event 3, the women's 50 freestyle. 5th place was the junior from Eastmont, Faith Larson. 4th place went to another Eastmont swimmer, Rachel Marquis. She picked up 2 points for the Wildcats. Jamie Hobson, the sophomore from Eastmont, was in 3rd, picking up 3 points. Sophie Black, one of the captains for Wenatchee Panthers, was in 2nd, and Brooklyn Dressel, another captain, was in 1st place in the 50-yard breaststroke. She picked up 6 points.
In this heat, this is 4 of 11 in the 50-yard backstroke. Gazieki Abanyi is in lane 1 out of Moses Lake. Natalia James in lane 2 from Moses Lake. The Chiefs' Kaylee Milliken in lane 3. Moses Lake Sarah Duvall in lane 4. Eastmont's Claire Downs in lane 5. And lane 6, Wenatchee's Jillian McIrvin. Looks like we don't have anybody swimming in lane 6, so we'll scratch Jillian. Tight race here between Kylie Milliken and Eastmont's Claire Downs.
And we don't know if the swimmer just failed to show up. If they did, the swim meet waits for no one, Eric. They just go.
And it will be Milliken that'll finish in 1st. Claire Downs will finish in 2nd. And it looks like Moses Lake's lane 2, Natalia James, will be a 3rd place finisher in that particular heat. We'll get the rest of the swimmers here for the 5th heat. Eastmont's Peyton Denning will be in lane 1. Eastmont's Fatima Arriaga in lane 2. Eastmont's Caitlin Harrisek in lane 3. Wildcats Matea Davis in lane 4. Moses Lake's Jenna Greenberg in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Allison Hempel in lane 6. Good start in lane 3 here for Caitlin Harrisek. She swam well here today for the Lady Cats.
The nice thing about this pentathlon or jamboree format is a lot of these girls wouldn't get to swim in competition, some of these more technical strokes, but in this format where everybody gets to swim every stroke, it gives them that opportunity. It's a great meet to do for the first meet, get them all swimming. Helps the coaches too, they can kind of see where their strengths are on their team.
Caitlin Harrisek will touch the wall first here, and next to her in lane 4, looks like Matea Davis will be 2nd. And Fatima Arriaga, Eastmont 1, 2, 3 in that one in heat 5 of 11 here in the 50-yard backstroke. Next up in the 6th heat will be Eastmont's Amanda Biersbach in lane 1. Wildcats Amaya Mezqua Mejia in lane 2. Moses Lake's Rachel DeGoyer in lane 3. Audrey Derrick of Wenatchee in lane 4. Laura Mahler in lane 5 out of Wenatchee. And Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski in lane 6. Lane 1 off to a good start. That's Amanda Biersbach for the Wildcats. Also in lane 3, good start for Rachel DeGoyer of Moses Lake. Looks like DeGoyer will have the lead as they make the turn here. Arms thrashing in this 50-yard backstroke. Boy, 2nd place is going to be a tight race here. It looks like it is DeGoyer's to take here in this heat. She will touch the wall first in lane 3, and it is lane 1 and then lane 4. The 2nd and 3rd place finishers, Eastmont's Amanda Biersbach in 2nd place, and Wenatchee's Audrey Derrick in 3rd, unofficially in that heat. Our 7th heat out of 11 in the 50-yard backstroke. In lane 1, Eastmont's Katie Neff. Moses Lake's Tessa Bowen in lane 2. Moses Lake's Peyton Leader in lane 3. Jessica Williams of Moses Lake in lane 4. Cashmere's Kylie Adams in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Savannah Alamos in lane 6. And I see swim caps for the Chiefs that will touch the wall first and head back the other way. Out in lane 4 with a slight advantage is Jessica Williams. Battle between she and her teammate Peyton Leader in lane 3. It's all going to be the last few yards here, and touching the wall first will be Jessica Williams. Her teammate Peyton Leader will finish 2nd in that particular heat in 7 of 11 heat races here in the 50-yard backstroke. Our next heats will feature a freshman in lane 1, Moses Lake's Kira Mitchie, Ellie Seidensticker out of Kashmir in lane 2, Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield in lane 3, Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen in 4, Abigail Roche in lane 5 from Wenatchee, and Moses Lake's Macy Lautherback in lane 6. And you can tell just by looking, they get faster and faster as we go here. Out in front in lane 3 is Molly Kuhnfield of Wenatchee. Almost a full body length lead over the swimmer next to her, Lydia Jensen out of Moses Lake. Although in lane 1, here comes Kira Mitchie for Moses Lake, the freshman. It will be Kuhnfield that'll finish in first. Second will be lane 4, and third, lane 1. So Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen in second, Kira Mitchie third for the Chiefs. Here we go to the 11th heat or 9th heat out of 11, Eastmont's Faith Larson in lane 1. Eastmont's Carly Kelly in lane 2. Eastmont's Rachel Marquis in lane 3. Moses Lake Laura Knox in lane 4. Eastmont's Olivia Knott in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Aniston Dana in lane 6.
In these last 3 heats, the times are really close, so any of these girls could really have a great swim and win this.
Laurel Knox maybe with an advantage, although lane 1, Faith Larson for Eastmont, really did well after a little bit of a slow start. She comes off the wall and looks like she might have the slight advantage over Laura Knox right now, Moses Lake.
Well, they're really tightening up coming down to the finish.
Boy, they are. Eastmont in lane 1. We'll see who touches the wall first from our perspective, and it is, I think
Moses Lake.
Yeah, Moses Lake got it. Laurel Knox in first, Faith Larson in second in that particular heat. Right down to the finish. Next to last of our 50-yard backstroke, tandem court ride of Moses Lake in lane 1. Wenatchee's Katya Kazalina in lane 2. Moses Lake's Michaela Parrish in lane 3. Wenatchee's Sophie Black in lane 4. Eastmont's Rosie Ramos in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Isabel Parrish in lane 6. Look at these ladies fly. Holy cow. Sophie Black and Michaela Parrish. Parrish will touch the wall first and head back the other way. It's a battle between Moses Lake in first, Wenatchee in second. Michaela Parrish in lane 3 is out in front. It'll be Sophie Black for Wenatchee in second place, and that's how they will finish. Looks like lane 6 will get third place, and that's Isabel Parrish. Quite the 1-2 finish there.
So this will be our top heat, and most likely our points finishers will come out of this lane.
Lane 1, Eastmont's Jamie Hobson. Lane 2, Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel. Lane 3, Wenatchee's Haley Payne. Lane 4, Eastmont's Olga Murillo. Lane 5, Eastmont's Emma Knott. And lane 6, Eastmont's Lauren Marquis.
Haley Payne was a scratch. I think she's fighting some injuries. I've been told she'll swim the relay, but not the individual events.
Okay, out.
So that opens us up quite a bit because she was the top seed.
Emma Knott in lane 5 got to the wall first in this 50-yard down and back. She will have the slight advantage, but in lane 2, Brooklyn Dressel, we saw her catch up earlier today. And she may do it again. Dressel in lane 2. This is going to be close. I think she got it.
Dressel Knott is how I saw it, Eric.
Yeah. Dressel in first, Knott in second. And boy, we talked about how tight the team scoring is. This is really going to be tight as we come down the stretch. So that finishes up our 50-yard backstroke. Next up will be the 50-yard butterfly. We'll have 3 participants in our first of 10 heats. It'll be freshman Peyton Kelly out of Eastmont in lane 2, Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner in lane 3, and Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias in lane 4. Actually, looks like they went 1, 2, 3 on the lane selections here. So we'll have to check this. Oh.
Yeah, they're off by a lane. The timers will catch that.
Well, this is still the backstroke too. Oh, I get it. We have adaptive swimmers.
Oh, this is great. This is all Wenatchee swimmers, all adaptive. I don't have names.
Yeah, I didn't get the names on a sheet here, so we apologize for that. We got Wenatchee swimmer in lane 2 who is out in front, and this is where it's just fantastic. This is where you hear the crowd really get into it.
The officials don't give them any breaks, Eric. They have to follow the exact same National Federation of High Schools rules in terms of strokes. If they turn over early, if they do a stroke wrong, they are disqualified. No breaks from the officials. The adaptive swimmers swim the exact same event.
This is fantastic. Our lane 2 swimmer out in front, and she will take first place in this heat. And again, we apologize for not having the names of the swimmers that are out there right now. We certainly want to give them credit where credit is due. All 3 from Wenatchee High School.
And I've got the results from diving, Eric.
Okay, let's go ahead and get that. We'll hear the crowd roar here pretty soon.
And I'll give you a top 5.
Okay.
Courtney Dodge, sophomore from Wenatchee, was in 5th. Kelsey McCrae, junior from Wenatchee, was in 4th. Berkeley Feingold took 3rd place honors. Kayumi Huber was in 2nd, the sophomore from Eastmont, with 388.25 points. And Valerie McCrae, 1st place with a total score of 100.9. And so Eastmont 1-2 there. They're going to pick up some more points. They're going to pull ahead of Wenatchee right now.
How about that? Okay, here we go. This is what we're talking about with the 50-yard butterfly. It'll be Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Wenatchee, although here we go. We got them all. Again, lane 2, Eastmont's Peyton Kelly. Wenatchee's Adeline Kirshner in lane 3, and Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias in lane 4. First of 10 heats for the 50-yard butterfly.
Those feet have to stay together. The hands have to act in unison. They have to come out of the water. A lot of technique to the butterfly. And the officials are looking for all of that. Key is if the swimmer can get in that nice up and down rhythm like a wave. When you see the leader right here, that's exactly what she's done.
That's freshman Peyton Kelly for Eastmont. She will touch the wall first. Looks like Adeline Kirshner will finish in 2nd. And Wenatchee's Ingrid Macias will take 3rd. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by Jeffers, Danielson, Son, and Aylward Attorneys, serving the Wenatchee Valley with the finest professional service since 1946. Also by Laura Mounter Real Estate, rated world's best real estate firm for the Wenatchee Valley in 2020. Our second of 10 heats in the 50-yard butterfly is Eastmont's Skylar Harrisek in lane 1, Eastmont's Nora Bauman in lane 2, Eastmont's Kelly Tucker in lane 3, the Wildcats' Grace Hensley in lane 4, and Moses Lake's Jenna Greenberg in lane 5. And the ladies are in the pool, and we see Eastmont swim caps that burst out to the lead in lane 2. Looks like it's Nora Bauman leading the way, but lane 1, after kind of a slow start off the block, Skylar Harrisek doing well. She will touch the wall and get the turn first. Quite a battle between she and her 2 teammates in the next 2 lanes over. Boy, this is going to be tight between lanes 1 and 2, between Harrisek and Bauman. Who will it be? Who's going to have gas in the tank here?
Looks like lane 2 is pulling ahead.
Bauman will touch first. What a race for Nora Bauman. Lost the lead, then got it back. Skylar Harrisek will finish in 2nd. Kelly Tucker will be in 3rd. As we'll head to our next heat race.
And I always liked about swimming that, here we have junior varsity swimmers, varsity swimmers. They all get to compete today. They're all on the same stage, all following the same set of rules. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that. Our 3rd heat, Micaiah Carson of Eastmont in lane 1. Moses Lake's Haley Falgren in lane 2. The Chiefs' Gaziecki Abanyi in lane 3. Moses Lake's Kaylee Milliken in lane 4. Moses Lake's Celicia Patrick in lane 5. And Kashmir's Maddie Gunderson in lane 6. And Gunderson way out in front.
I also always like that it's a very objective sport in that the coach always has a stopwatch time to go to figure out who's going to be on what relay, who's going to swim what event. The kids in practice are always competing to get that A spot.
Maddie Gunderson is going to claim the first win in a heat for Kashmir here today. Representing the Bulldogs, coming down the valley and taking part in the meet here today at the Eastmont Aquatic Center. She will finish in 1st place, and over in lane 1, Micaiah Carson will be in 2nd, and in 3rd place will be Gaziecki Abanyi for Moses Lake. The 1, 2, 3 as we see it here.
Eric, my officiating roots, I saw a stroke I would have probably disqualified, but I did not see an arm go up. So they got away with one, but that happens.
All right.
The benefit of the doubt in officiating swimming, we always give the benefit of the doubt to the swimmer.
Absolutely.
And I have a great vantage point from up here. We're up high and we can see everything.
Absolutely. Well, and as you know, as an official, I used to officiate football. You can't see everything.
Exactly.
Next up in Heat 4 out of 10 here in the 50-yard butterfly. Eastmont's Fatima Arriaga in lane 1. The Wildcats Claire Downs in lane 2. Wenatchee's Audrey Derrick in lane 3. Allison Hempel of Moses Lake in lane 4. Eastmont's Amaya Amezcua Mejia in lane 5. And Eastmont's Matea Davis in lane 6. And it's Davis with an early advantage over in lane 6. Meanwhile, in lane 3, Wenatchee's Audrey Derrick not far behind.
Matea Davis is such a hard worker in practice. She's been on the team, I think, she's a senior all 4 years. Swam with my daughter. She just worked so hard. Certainly not one of the fastest girls on the team, but really, really hard worker and a great swimmer.
And that hard work paying off here. She will win this heat for the Eastmont Wildcats. Battle between Moses Lake and Wenatchee, and it will be the Chiefs, I believe, touching the wall first. In second, Wenatchee third. So Matea Davis in first place, second Allison Hempel of Moses Lake, third Audrey Derrick for Wenatchee High School. Our fifth heat of 10, Eastmont's Amanda Biersbach in lane 1. Wildcats Katie Neff in lane 2. Moses Lake's Macy Leatherback in lane 3. The Chiefs' Rachel DeGoyer in lane 4. Moses Lake's Sarah Duvall in lane 5. And Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski in lane 6.
Eric, Macy Lauderback there in lane 3. That's one of Moses Lake's captains. She shares captain responsibilities with Jessica Williams and Lauren Tolley.
And she got the early advantage. She'll touch the wall first, but watch out in lane 2. Eastmont swimmer coming up is Katie Neff. Neff has her right to her right shoulder.
She can definitely see her.
She can see her right there. Over in lane 6 in third place right now is Chloe Andrzejewski. Looks like the chief swimmer, Macy Lauderback, is going to touch the wall just in front. Second place will be Katie Neff, and third, Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski.
Nice heat win for the captain.
Sixth heat of our 50-yard backstroke, or butterfly, excuse me, will include Moses Lake's Tessa Bowen in lane 1, Wenatchee's Abigail Roche in lane 2, Cashmere's Kylie Adams in lane 3, Moses Lake's Tatum Courtwright in lane 4, the Chiefs' Lauren Tolley in lane 5, and Moses Lake's Savannah Alamos in lane 6. So important to get a good start off the block. And right now in lane 2, swimming strong is Wenatchee's Abigail Roche.
A good start's especially important in these 50-yard. You can make up for it when you're swimming 100 yards or 200. You can get it on technique, but in these 50s, getting off the blocks quick is really important.
And Roche just had a fantastic turn. She's got a full body length lead now, and she is cranking it towards the finish line. And Abigail Roche will win this one here for the Wenatchee Panthers. It's now a battle for second over in lanes 3, 4, and 5. Who's going to get it? It looks like lane 5 will get the second, and lane 3 will get third.
Yeah, lane 5, that's the other Moses Lake captain, one of the 3, Lauren Tolley.
Cashmere's Kylie Adams finishing in third unofficially in that heat. Now to the 7th heat in our 50-yard butterfly. Wenatchee's Alora Mahler in lane 1. Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen in lane 2. Wenatchee's Violet Madsen in lane 3. Eastmont's Rachel Marquis in lane 4. Moses Lake's Jessica Williams in lane 5. And the Chiefs' Peyton Leader in lane 6. I was just going to say, after looking at my sheet here, watch out for Eastmont's Rachel Marquis, and immediately she's out for the lead here. She'll touch the wall first. On the turn, Marquis with a slight advantage. She's got a Panther to her left and a Chief to her right.
2 Chiefs on their left and right.
I'll tell you, Violet Madsen.
Tight right here.
Violet Madsen making a run at her right now. Who's going to touch the wall first? It'll be Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Moses Lake. 4-3-2. As I saw it. So Eastmont's Rachel Marquis holds on for the win there. Wenatchee's Violet Madsen, had she maybe had 2 more yards, she may have gotten that one. Moses Lake's Lydia Jensen third. To the 8th heat, Eastmont's Olivia Knott in lane 1. Wildcats' Lauren Marquis in lane 2. Eastmont's Faith Larson in lane 3. Cashmere's Ellie Seiden Sticker in lane 4. Moses Lake's Kira Michi in lane 5, and Wenatchee's Katya Kazalina in lane 6.
Katya, co-captain for the Panthers.
Faith Larson out to the early lead here for the Eastmont Wildcats over in lane 3. In lane 1, her teammate Olivia Knott not far behind. Strong swimmers for the Wildcats here in the butterfly.
Wildcats are looking really strong in this meet.
Faith Larson is going to take first place. Second to her teammate Olivia Knott, and third will be over in lane 5, Kira Michi for Moses Lake. Now to the 9th of our 10 heats. In lane 1, Eastmont's Rosie Ramos. Moses Lake's Aniston Dana in lane 2. Moses Lake's Isabel Parrish in lane 3. Olga Murillo for Eastmont in lane 4. Wenatchee's Molly Kuhnfield in lane 5, and Eastmont's Carly Kelly in lane 6. Looks like lane 2 in the lead right now. That's Aniston Dana for Moses Lake.
These girls are separated by fractions of a second in their seat time. Just gonna who has the most in the tank today.
Battle between two chiefs right now for the lead in this one. Aniston Dana in lane 2, Isabel Parrish in lane 3. Parrish now with the advantage, and Parrish will finish first. It'll be Wenatchee taking third over in lane 5. That's Molly Kuhnfield.
So now it's time for the final heat. This is probably where the points are going to be scored, these 5 girls.
In lane 1, Wenatchee's Sophie Black. In lane 2, Wenatchee's Brooklyn Dressel. Wenatchee's Haley Payne in lane 3. Eastmont's Emanat in lane 4. Eastmont's Jamie Hobson in lane 5. And Moses Lake's Michaela Parrish in lane 6.
And again, Eric, Haley Payne scratched this individual, so it's just going to be these 5 here. Haley was the top seed, so that really opens it up.
And look at Emma Knott. Holy cow. Yeah. She is out to an early lead, comes off the wall, and she emerges with the stroke first.
Brooklyn Dressel in lane 2, sneaking up on her.
Look out. Dressel coming from behind. Dressel reaching for it. It's going to be, though, not finishing first. Dressel in second.
I had Jamie Hobson, the sophomore from Eastmont, as third.
Yep. She was over there in lane 5. So
we're down to our last event. We'll have the event 7, the women's 200-yard freestyle relay coming up, Eric.
All right, we'll get ready for that. Meanwhile, our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE Channel brought to you by One Way Construction. One Way is a premier custom home builder and general contractor in North Central Washington. One Way Construction, your project, your way. Also by Global Car Carrier Vehicles, their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net.
So we could probably take a quick commercial break while they warm up before the freestyle.
Let's do that. We'll take a break and come back. We've got one more event to go and determine the overall winner today at Eastmont Aquatic Center. You're watching live swimming on the NCWLIFE Channel. Back right after this.
The 2021 models are arriving at Sangster Motors. General Motors is on the move with the all-new 2021 Yukon. Yukon is redesigned from the ground up with a bold new look and all the latest technology. Also new is the Canyon AT4 pickup. This off-road equipped mid-size truck will challenge any rival for performance and value. Both of these models will offer Duramax diesel options for maximum power and economy. The American Challenge is game on at Sangster Motors now.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter real estate agent show you the difference.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön. Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
JDSA Law is a proud sponsor of these local sports broadcasts. They've been serving North Central and Eastern Washington since 1946. For over 70 years, their team of dedicated professionals has delivered quality, innovative legal services. JDSA Law partners with you to provide the finest legal advice and support as you navigate your personal and business challenges, risks, and accomplishments. At JDSA Law, they salute our local athletes and wish them well on another excellent season of competition.
Wenatchee Power Sports not only has a new owner, but an all-new attitude to match. Speaking of attitude, check out the 2021 models arriving now. Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs and side-by-sides. Yamaha motorcycles, watercraft, ATVs and side-by-sides. KTM motorcycles and the latest edition Beta high-performance motorcycles. Coming this fall, a huge demo event featuring the latest and hottest off-road machines. It's all at the retuned Wenatchee Power Sports, where maximum performance is a way of life. 3031 GS Center Road in North Wenatchee, open Tuesday through Saturday. Welcome back once again here to the Eastmont Aquatic Center. We're getting ready for the final heats for the afternoon, the women's 200-yard freestyle relay, and this should be a ton of fun. Before we get to that, though, let me remind you that our broadcast today on the NCWLIFE Channel is brought to you in part by Les Schwab Tires. Les Schwab takes your safety seriously every time when you stop on by at the Les Schwab sign. Also by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, providing heating and air conditioning service and installation since 1982. Serving residential and commercial, they specialize in indoor air quality installation and service or repair. Also by Save Mart, shop smart, shop local, serving the Wenatchee Valley since 1962. And by the way, thanks to Confluence Health. Thank goodness we haven't had an injury timeout necessary here today, but should there be a situation where we do have to take a timeout for the injury?
Well, there's one injury I can see right now. The deck referee, Mark Marquis, is getting carpal tunnel because he's signing all the DQ slips from some of the swims we saw earlier. Not in the top heats, won't affect the results, but some of the girls have some stuff to work on. So he's going to have an injury from that.
Good teaching moment, though.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what this first meet's about anyway.
Confluence Health, high-quality care close to home. Confluence Health, is dedicated to improving our patients' health with safe, high-quality care in 12 communities. Did you get any more updates on scoring so far?
I don't have anything official, but I happen to know the scorekeeper.
Oh, so you got an in?
I got an in. It's not official, but unofficially, Eastmont has 40 points. Wenatchee has 30 points, so Eastmont's winning this meet.
Wow.
Now, Eastmont has not beat Wenatchee in swimming for at least the last 4 years that I can remember, so this will be a big deal.
That's a long time coming, that's for sure.
But that's not official. That's sort of an insider track. So, and again, our deck referee, meet referee, Mr. Marquis, is going over disqualifications. We may have had a disqualification in one of the top heats that would affect those scores.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll have to wait and see when it's all finished up here. By the way, I should mention, you talked about being a lifeguard and your daughter being a lifeguard and my daughter being a lifeguard. We do have lifeguards here today, and that's extremely important, especially with people around water and in the pool.
And this pool has a really shallow end for diving, so you could have a head injury. And you would think, oh, it's a swim meet, what do they need a lifeguard for? But I have seen kids with asthma have an asthma attack. I have actually seen lifeguards during swim meets enter the pool and make a rescue or lend assistance. So it is important, and the pool's looking great. The Eastmont Metropolitan Parks District they didn't get all the improvements they wanted, but they did a number. We've got new fans going that are real nice, and I think the air is better than what I remember it. So,
Absolutely, yeah. My daughter graduated here about 4 years ago, and she swam her last 2 years for Eastmont, and it's a lot better in here than it used to be, that's for sure. And that was an expensive redo they did of the pool underneath the water here. You can't really see it from probably our cameras or not, but they redid the whole bottom of the pool. here at the Aquatic Center. And also with the change in the management, if you will,
right,
going from the YMCA to the Eastmont Metropolitan Parks District, it's a new agreement for Eastmont High School to be able to use this facility. And Russ Waterman, the athletic director, was telling me that in the end of the whole thing, they're saving money with the new relationship. So they love the changes, they love the relationship, and they look forward to being a part of that with Eastmont Aquatic Center for a long time.
Well, one thing I'm wondering about Wenatchee, they've had a great meet, but being in second is their pool is closed right now.
Right.
And as a result, they're practicing here. The Wildcats obviously get first pick of times. And so I talked to their coach, Kara Melton, and she told me they've been swimming at 5 in the morning, been swimming at 9 at night. So I'm guessing that has had an impact today.
We have 3 heats for the 200-yard freestyle relay. And let me run down the entrance here. In lane 1 will be Eastmont, lane 2, Cashmere. Of course, Cashmere, a mix of Cashmere and I think Eastmont swimmers. Moses Lake will be in lane 3. Chiefs also in lane 4, Eastmont in lane 5, and Eastmont in lane 6. The starting swimmers for all the teams, Eastmont's Michaela Carson will be the starter in lane 1. Ellie Seidensticker will be the starter for Cashmere in lane 2. Sarah Duvall will be Moses Lake's first off the block in lane 3. Lyra Castleton will be in lane 4 for Moses Lake. Claire Downs in lane 5 for Eastmont. And Kiyumi Huber for Eastmont in lane 6. You have updates?
I have updates. I have official updates.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get a start here. This is a lengthier relay, so we can probably get these while we're watching the swimming as well.
It'll go fast, though, because each swimmer's only doing 50.
So let's watch as they get into the water, and immediately out in front.
Cashmere.
It'll be Cashmere in lane 2. Great off the blocks for Ellie Seidensticker. All right, give us the update, John.
Okay, event 5, that was the women's 50-yard backstroke. Our point scorers, Olga Murillo, 5th place, picking up a point. Eastmont's senior. Eastmont sophomore Jamie Hobson was in 4th with 2 points. Michaela Parrish from Moses Lake, the sophomore, was in 3rd. She picks up 3 points for the Chiefs. Brooklyn Dressel, as we called it, was in 2nd, picking up 4 points. And Eastmont's Emma Knott picked up another 6 points for her team, finishing with a final time of 31.32.
Let me catch you up to date on the heat we have going on right now. It is Kylie Adams in the water for Cashmere in lane 2. They've got a big advantage here, and we'll see how they're going to finish it up here. It looks like an Eastmont Lady Cat will be on the platform next to come into the pool. Meanwhile, out in lane 5, it's Eastmont in 2nd place, and lane 1, Eastmont in 3rd. John, more results?
Or nope, that's the only one I have now. So we're waiting on official from 6, and then this is 7 right here.
Sure. All right, there you go. And lane 2, our leader right now, it's Amaya Amezcua Mejia, who is swimming in this mixed relay for Cashmere and Eastmont. I almost wondered if the person who started the relay for Cashmere would go back and do the 3rd leg. And
that would be
that'd be a lot to ask.
That'd be a disqualification. It's got to have 4 different swimmers.
Okay. And the 4th into the water in lane 2 would be Maddie Gunderson, sophomore in the water right now, as lane 2 running away with this particular heat.
Eric, by my math, it looks like when we get to that 3rd heat, we're on the 1st heat now, so 1 in between. It looks like for Wenatchee to catch Eastmont, they're going to have to, their A relay and their B relay are going to have to come in 1-2.
Okay.
If Eastmont finishes 2nd or higher, I think Eastmont has the meet sewed up, assuming that the unofficial points I got are accurate.
Okay.
So Wenatchee's going to have to come on really strong to be able to save this meet. Now, a big advantage they have, when I was going down to the scorekeeper, I did see Haley Payne, Wenatchee's top swimmer, putting on her cap and goggles. So she is going to swim the relay. She didn't swim the individual events, but she is going to swim that relay race, and that'll make Wenatchee very competitive and maybe give them enough of an edge to beat Eastmont today.
First place in this heat, first of our 3 in the 200-yard freestyle relay is that team from Kashmir and Eastmont. Second place went to Eastmont's Claire Downs, Fatima Arriaga, Matea Davis, and Amanda Biersbach. As we finish up that heat, let me get you ready for the second heat. In lane 1, getting the start here for Eastmont will be Kelly Tucker. Lane 2 for Moses Lake, Goziecki Abanyi. Lane 3, Peyton Leader for Moses Lake. Lane 4, Alora Mahler for Wenatchee. Lane 5, Eastmont's Nora Bauman. Lane 6, they don't list who is the starter. They do have a swimmer ready to go. We'll see about lane 6 there. You know, one thing amazing, John, is that we haven't had a false start here.
You wouldn't necessarily know.
Okay.
So false starts are done silently.
Okay.
And so the way the false start protocol is the starter would approach the deck referee, indicate that he has a potential false start. If the deck referee has a potential false start, they confer. If they're the same, then they disqualify just on paperwork. So we wouldn't necessarily know up here.
All right, so Eastmont in lane 5 in the lead right now. Not far behind is the other Eastmont team in lane 1. So the second swimmer in lane 5 is Katie Neff for the Wildcats. The sophomore has about a half a body length lead on Caitlin Harrisek, her teammate, who's over in lane 1. Third place right now looks like the Chiefs in lane 3 as Lauren Tolley is swimming hard for Moses Lake. Next to her in lane 4 is Chloe Andrzejewski for Wenatchee, and she's doing a good job of closing that gap and trying to give Wenatchee third place right now. But again, lane 5 is your leader. Peyton Kelly swimming the third leg for the Wildcats, way out in front, about 2-3 body lengths. Second is Eastmont's Grace Hensley in lane 1. And again, Moses Lake in lane 3. And their third swimmer of this relay is Tessa Bowen. Good touch of the wall and a good dive for the anchor swimmer for Eastmont over in lane 5. That's Olivia Knott. And she is absolutely burning up the water right now. We're going to have a good race for second. Moses Lake closing the gap a lot. Skylar Harrisek is in lane 1 for Eastmont, but closing the ground in lane 3 for the Chiefs is Kaden Portright. What a good turn for Skylar Harrisek. It looks like Eastmont's going to take second place here. After a first place finish in lane 5, Moses Lake will be third in lane 3. So again, Eastmont's team of Nora Bauman, Katie Neff, Peyton Kelly, and Olivia Knott. First place in this heat. Second went to Eastmont, third to Moses Lake, and now we're ready for a final heat of the day, final competition of the day.
I've been really impressed by Eastmont all day. They've been really deep and depth in swimming. High school swimming is so important because you can win a lot of meets where you don't have the top swimmer win, but you take second, third, and fourth, and you can outpoint the other team. Been really impressed by how Coach Darcy Brugman has the Wildcats ready to go.
An adaptive swimmer finishing up out in lane 6 right now, and I believe this is Jillian McCurvin. As the crowd goes crazy that's assembled here, teammates on Wenatchee's team, as well as everybody becomes a teammate of Jillian McCurvin in the pool right now as she reaches for the wall. Excuse me, that was not Jillian, that was Shannon Weiss. Shannon Weiss. Now this is Jillian McCurvin, I believe, for the Wenatchee Panthers. So one more down and back for Wenatchee in this adaptive swim in lane 6.
It's so cool to see all three teams, Moses Lake, Eastmont, and Wenatchee, cheering these adaptive swimmers on.
As soon as their head comes out of the water, now you hear the crowd getting louder and louder. And those strokes look pretty darn good there, Coach.
Absolutely.
Jillian McCurvin Another 5 yards to go, and she will finish it, and that will do it.
All right, well, here we go. This is going to be our final heat.
All right, let's set them up here for you in lane 1. On the start for Eastmont, Olga Murillo. Lane 2 for Wenatchee, Brooklyn Dressel. Lane 3 for Moses Lake, Lauren Knox. Lane 4 for Eastmont, Eminat. Lane 5 for Moses Lake, Lydia Jensen. And lane 6 will be Haley Payne for Wenatchee.
Yeah, so we got Wenatchee they have to really come in first and second here. So they have to come in lane 2 and 6 have to go 1-2, or they just can't get enough points to catch Eastmont this afternoon.
I was talking with former employee of the NCWLIFE Channel, Caitlin Heddersheet. She's back in Ohio now, but she swam competitively in high school and all throughout. And I said, what lane do you want? She goes, you want the center lanes because you're not going to get knocked around so much on the waves in that center lane as you will out in the outside lanes.
Yeah, that makes 6 tough here, especially in this pool. But it looks like Haley Payne is, she's leading out in lane 6. So she should give him a nice start here if her injuries. She's got that bandage on her arm, and she wasn't swimming the individual event, so I do wonder about where she's at injury-wise.
Eastmont looks like they're going to be out in the lead, although lane 2, Wenatchee right there. It's Dressel in lane 2. Eminat in lane 5 for Eastmont. Dressel looks like she's going to lead the way for Wenatchee to the wall. Moses Lake right now in 3rd place. Close with Wenatchee in lane 6. Second swimmer for Eastmont in lane 4 is Rachel Marquis. Second swimmer for Wenatchee in lane 2 is Molly Kuhnfield. That's your race right now out in front. Half a body length advantage. Moses Lake, meanwhile, in 3rd. Don't forget the Chiefs here. Jessica Williams swimming the second leg for the Chiefs. Eastmont still with the lead. 3rd swimmer into the pool for the Wildcats is Carly Kelly. Kelly with a great jump off the blocks, and look at her go. Meanwhile, Wenatchee in lane 2 is Violet Madsen.
Violet's trying to track her down, but I just don't think she can get to her.
Boy,
a great turn, though, for Violet there.
Violet closing the gap a little bit as they come down the last few yards of the 50 in this 3rd length. Here we go. Into the pool for Eastmont goes Faith Larson. Into the pool for Wenatchee in lane 2 goes Sophie Black. The battle right now, 2 full swimmers lengths. Eastmont in front. Wenatchee second. Moses Lake in 3rd. Eastmont trying to win the meet here today, and they could nail it right here with the win.
They've got it, Eric. Wildcats.
Sophie Black, Faith Larson will cross and finish 1st place. Second to Wenatchee, and Sophie Black in 3rd place. Good job, Moses Lake. Isabel Parrish helping the Chiefs touch the wall there. As we have now finished the meet here today, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll come back and wrap it up from Eastmont Aquatic Center. Thank you very much for joining us. Live swimming, first time in the books. We'll come back with the final thoughts right after this.
Don't worry, all the fun is around the corner. There's no better time to get ready than now with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa Spring Sale. Stock Up and Save sale is now going on in-store and online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Even pool heaters are on sale. Financing available upon approval. Credit 24-month, no interest with equal payments. Stop by today or order online at bluelagoonpoolandspa.com. Free water testing available in-store or curbside. Going on now through June 1st. By working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's well-being and strengthening families. April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Shalane Douglas CASA is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of child abuse and neglect. Join us in our community-wide Pinwheel project and help keep kids safe. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call 1-866 888-363-4276.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Well, welcome back here to the Eastmont Aquatic Center along with John Brangwin, Eric Granstrom with you here. And thank you very much for joining us. It was a first experience for me broadcasting, and all of us here at the NCWLIFE Channel, broadcasting swimming. Hopefully it went swimmingly for you. John, you had a couple of more results to give before we close out the broadcast here today.
The last individual one, I'll just do the top three. Faith Larson was in third place, picked up 3 points, the junior out of Eastmont. Brooklyn Dressel was in second, but Emma Knott took first, and that was really the difference today. I think Haley Payne not swimming for Wenatchee. Eastmont just looked really strong. We'd have to check the books, but it's been
long time
since Eastmont has beat Wenatchee, so they can really hold their heads high. All the teams can hold high.
And that was in the
so without the relays, and we know that Eastmont, barring a disqualification, we know Eastmont couldn't be caught. As it turned out, the once event 6 got entered, Eastmont couldn't be caught. The score without the relay is a final of Eastmont 51, Wenatchee High School 34, and Moses Lake 9 points. So it's going to be first place Eastmont, second place Wenatchee, third place Moses Lake High School.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I hope people at home enjoyed seeing it. And the Olympics, USA Swimming, these kids are the same team as Michael Phelps and the rest of the Olympic swimmers from the United States. And swimming always, when we see Olympic swimming, we always see an uptick in kids that get into the sport of swimming.
Awesome.
So we hope to see that again.
Awesome, and it's certainly a healthy sport. And as I mentioned, it's one of those things that you can do for your entire life, not competitively, it just keep you afloat and keep you alive. For John Brangwin, for Tucker Wagner, for Dan Kuntz, for Levi, for Will, for Malcolm Whitehall back in the studios, I'm Eric Granstrom. Thanks for tuning in for high school swimming today. Don't forget, now coming up tomorrow, high school football will be at Lebofto Field at the Apple Bowl for the Wenatchee Panthers and the Moses Lake Chiefs. And then we'll be back across the river at Eastmont, just across the way here from the Aquatic Center on Saturday afternoon for Eastmont and Moses Lake soccer with Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen. That game, 12:50 pregame, 1 o'clock kickoff from Wildcat Stadium. That's going to do it for swimming here today. Stay afloat and stay alive. We'll see you next time here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into the... Thanks for watching High School Sports on your home for local high school sports, the NCWLIFE Channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by August Edge Real Estate, Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Doghouse Motorsports, Global Car Care, the Highlander Golf Course and Grill, JDSA Law, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, Save Mart, Sangster Motors, Wenatchee Power Sports, and Chelan Douglas Casa. Stay with us all year long for high school sports on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE Channel. We now return to regular programming already in progress.